Top of the morning to you, laddie. It's Wahoo here with another bang of a video guide for you right here. Alright, I don't know if I hit that correctly or not, but that's the one we're gonna go with. I don't know if it worked or not, but anyways, we are back, guys, with another event guide for Trove, and it's going to be the up versus down, and kind of the TLDR, or the thing is that it's going to be something versus each other, and it's going to be the Sunderlands. There's two different plateaus, if you can say. There's like the upstairs and the downstairs, if you can call it like that. You probably know what the Sunderland Uplands are. That's the one we are gonna go for today. So this is gonna be a guide for all 11 steps of them, and of course also we do have the 14 days of gathering ore, you know, today, for example, for 10 chaos shares. Not really super easy. You can also actually stand in the hub. Sometimes people just throw down, you know, and you can throw down yourself pinatas, you know, the ones you get for your star bar. You can throw them down, and when you get ores, which is pretty common to get, you are going to get that 10 chaos shares. So it's pretty simple and pretty easy. Or you can just go to, you know, Candoria and do that. Also, of course, on Saturdays, there's the double XP potion. And with that said, I only have 30 minutes to do the first couple of steps. I'm probably not going to go all through all 11 steps before the shutdown. I don't know how long the shutdown is going to be for, or the maintenance, if you can call it like that. But the point is, in 30 minutes, they are going to give us the Kraken updates, the Deep Delve 0.2.0, whatever they are calling it. That is also happening today on PC. So I'll record as many steps as I can. But yeah, in 30 minutes, as you can see, the servers are going to go down, and I will record the rest of it afterwards. But we'll see how many we can get before we hit that. So without further ado, let's just get some steps done before the servers shut down. All right, so for step number one, we have to go to the Trove hub, and it's over there in the quest area or event area. That's more like it. You can see that's the big statue. You spawn in right here. You just take a big left and you go right here. And you can see it's actually made like the Sunderland Uplands. There's also an upstairs. So there's going to be probably something we have to do. There's also something there. I don't want to spoil too much before we go into it. I think there's also, this is probably also going to work, where you are going to jump on this one and it's going to shoot you. Yeah, that's what I thought. But what we have to do here in step number one, we have to go ahead and talk to Qubesly, the peacemaker. So Qubesly are going to be the peacemaker between the ups and down. That could actually be really super cool. Something that could really be awesome. And I'm like 199 million% sure that this is not going to happen. But it could be cool that this event would lead into these two being, you know, merged together. That would be super crazy that we will be doing that. And then at the end of the event, after the 14 days, of course, we're having this going on for 14 days. It would just be like one biome then. It would just melt together and be one peaceful place or whatever. That would be super amazing. Of course, that won't be happening, but it could be kind of cool that events actually had some sort of bigger impact on the core game and such. That could be super cool. That would just be really amazing. But anyways, enough with step number one here. All you have to do is just go ahead and talk to Qubesly, and that's gonna complete step number one. So just go ahead, talk to him. That's it, and we're done with step number one, and we can head into step number two. All right, step number two, we are just where we left off with step number one, and next we have to meet the Sunderland Uplands delegates. I think that's how you say it. It's basically the ambassadors of I like the ambassadors better. I like ambassadors better. But you have to meet with them. So I guess this is one of them. And just going to go ahead and talk to this guy. Okay, so there's some broccoli. That is going to be, you can craft one or more of these today. So this is going to be some special food that we are going to use. So we'll see what that does. It's not super amazing crazy, but let's see what it is. So we met the delegate once. Do you have to do it twice? Just talk to him twice? No, there should be another guy. Maybe that's a guy up here. Okay, so we have to talk to the upstairs guy as well. And he is going to have the same thing. There's going to be a delicious burger. So we can actually, juicy burger. Okay, when you donate that, you get a juicy burger. Okay, cool. So that's what you do. You just talk to the downstairs guy and the upstairs guy. That is just how it's going to work. And yeah, that's step number two. Just talk to the two ambassadors. I like to use the word ambassador because I'm also very bad at saying the other word. But yeah, step number two, just talk to the two guys, and we are off to step number three. Alright, so for step number 3, all I did was to go on the atlas and I just went over here, you know, right here where it says Sundered, Uplands. This is where there's most of this. So you could go here probably in the Prime World and you can probably find this place as well. But as soon as you spawn in here, this is where I spawned in. You can see this is where I went, right? And you can see this should has the most. You can also see people are, you know, doing the quest. And what we have to do here in step number 3 is just talk to the NPC guy. Maybe you can't see him and, you know, if you just walk here, it's like, oh, he's not there. Oh, he's just on the other side right here. So he's gonna be there when you hit step number 3. And all we have to do is go ahead and talk to him. This is also the guy that can sell you these wings thingies normally. So that's it. Now we can buy a juicy burger and a healthful broccoli. Okay, so that's gonna be step number 4. Sorry, I'm already going on step number 4, but that's step number 3. Sorry, that was just step number 3. I'm just kind of, you know, surprised that was gonna be the next one. Anyways, sorry about that, but that was step number 3. But let's head into step number 4. All right, so for step number 4, all we have to do is go ahead and buy a juicy burger and a healthy broccoli. And you're going to find these at the outpost. And what does the outpost look like? Well, you can see them right here. You can't see them for my little cursor here and stuff like that, but you can see it. If I put up my mouse right here, it basically looks like this one as well, this one over here. But it does look like these, so it does have to have this arrow up or the arrow down on them. So you can see there's a few over here that's gonna have the arrow up, and this one is gonna have the arrow down. So actually, if you didn't know, the arrow up means that it's on the top layer. This dungeon is gonna be on the top layer, and this is the ones with the downstairs, or the downstairs, the arrow going down, it's going to be the one in the bottom layer as well. So we found the bottom layer right here. You can probably also buy it maybe from here. I couldn't find a guy that was to buy it. It does have to be these ones, I'm pretty sure. So you're gonna go to these ones instead when you have bought whatever this guy is going to sell. So he's gonna sell us the healthy broccoli. So it's gonna cost you 250 of these Ashenfen spawning, and you can find these all here. Oh, they could actually press unlock. I don't know if this is something everybody can do, but anyways, we probably also need some of these maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not sure. But these you can find all over the place in the biome. Let me see if I can't find one. It'd be super cool if I just, yeah, one over right here. So if I just go ahead and find this one and just use my attack on it, for example, you see there, you can't really see from my face, but I got 3 of them for just defeating this. So it's basically like Glim and all that stuff. It's basically like grass. You basically get these, but of course you can also just buy it off the marketplace. So let's just go ahead and do that so we can get this one done. Ash, I think you just put it like that, right? Wasn't it that, did I? Oh, Ash, I put F in there. Let's put the right thing in there, and let's go here, and we can buy there. I'm just gonna buy 1,000 of them, so I have a little bit there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and buy 5 of these. So we bought these, and all right, so I bought it. Do I need to use it? Don't seem like it is. Okay, now, okay, so do you have to use it in your slot? So I think I actually messed that up by taking it out again. So that really did help, but of course it didn't help with the other one. So yeah, maybe you do have to put it in there. They're pretty expensive if you want to get those. But let me just go to the outpost on the other side here. And you guys can see I also am gonna buy the burger. All right, so now I'm at the other place. As you can see here, I went over the sea there, and then there's also an NPC right here that is going to sell me the same thing of the juicy burgers as well. Okay, so these was not something, but I could claim something down there. I should probably do that. Okay, so it's just a little bit buggy. You don't have to actually equip it. It can actually just work in your here, so yeah. All right, cool. Okay, so that was step number 4. Just find those 2 places. Just buy it from, again, just to recap, to buy it from this one right here if you are going to get the healthy one, I guess, and this one from the burger. So just go to the Sundered Uplands and just go and find these outposts, and you are going to find it as well. But that was a big guy that wants to defeat me, so let's just get it out of the way. So yeah, that was step number 4. We can now head into step number 5. All right, so for step number 5, we have to choose an ambassador or delegate. I'm sorry, that's what the ambassador to give the food to. So you can choose either back here in the hub. If you don't know, we are back in the hub. You are going to, either give it to this guy up here or give it to this here. So basically, you're choosing a side, I think, in this one. So again, you can choose one ambassador per day. So it's not really permanent, but it's still permanent for that day. so you can always choose the other day. I think it would be kind of more fun if you just had to choose one of them, but on the other hand, then again, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a cooldown more than just one day. I don't know. One day is fine, but I'm going to choose this upstairs guy because I'm kind of a posh guy. I'm pretty, flamboyant and stuff like that. Flamboyant? That's not completed readily, but that's what I not mean. I don't know words, so probably I should be with the downstairs people. I don't know. Anyways, we are going to go with this guy here. So we are going to use our juicy burger to craft. I think that's how you are going to complete the step. That would make a lot of sense. So that's what I did. I don't know what I got out of it, but I think I should have gone some sort of banner for that, but we'll see that in the next step. But that was step number 5. All you have to do is, again, choose upstairs or downstairs. I don't know, can you still choose the downstairs? Okay, you can't. Okay, so this definitely changed. Okay, this definitely changed. This up here also changed or what? Oh yeah, this definitely changed. So, okay, so... okay, so today I can only do these things right here. So tomorrow I have to get this guy some more stuff. I see now because it says I'm loyal to the cloud layer. At least for today, right? So tomorrow I can do the stuff from here. That's pretty nice that you can't actually do everything today. You actually have to do it over 2 days. That's pretty awesome. But now we should get some of these stuff. But that is again for step number 6, which we are heading into right now. All right, so for step number 6, we are back here in the hub as we were just before. And there's a lot of stuff with this new event, so that's pretty nice. That's also why I'm doing like extra stuff in the different steps, because this is all new to me as well. This is a completely new event, so that's pretty awesome. But now we have to equip an up versus down banner. So we got an up versus down banner. Again, you could choose, you could have chosen the downstairs as well. If you did that, you could have, gotten the banner there from. But this is the banner we are going to use. It actually says flag, which is kind of funny to say that. Okay, so we need you need some ore here. That's pretty easy to get as well. You can just farm it in the Sundered Uplands. That's going to be the top layer. I'm pretty sure that if you choose the bottom guys, it's going to be the same recipe. Maybe not enchanted wood. That might be changed to the one, and this might also be changed, but I think it's definitely going to be this or just the opposite. There's basically 2 different ores. One is red and one is there, but you can then find all the materials probably in the downstairs, except for, of course, enchanted wood is from the Fey area, right? But this is, of course, from the Uplands. So I think, just opposite, then you have this one as well. I could really quickly insert a screenshot from the opposite as well. I could choose the other thing today as well, because I do have an alt account, so I could show that. I'll probably already put it on the screen here, so you probably already saw it, that it's going to, what the cost is going to be for if you choose the other direction as well. And I'm pretty sure that all these things that is from the other one, again, is going to be tradable, so you can actually get all this from the marketplace if you choose to do so, or you can get it in the layers that you are going to do. But we're only missing the power shells right here, so I'm going to go ahead and buy some power shells. I am not going to go crazy. I am just going to go with the 25 as some people put it up there. That's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for that. Probably somebody already knowing that you're going to need that. So we're going to go ahead and craft ourselves the banner. There we go. And that doesn't complete the step, but we do have to have it equipped. So we're going to go ahead and equip it, and that is going to complete step number 6. So we just have to complete the step with that one. So that was step number 6. Just equip that, craft the banner, and then equip it. And exactly the same thing if you are going to with the other, the downstairs people, if that makes any sense. Anyway, that was step number 6. Let's head into step number 7. All right, so for step number 7, we have to complete an ambassador quest here. So this one is you want to, so we need to complete this one. So this is basically sort of like a daily quest where we have to Descent, I think that's how you send, of clouds or vacationing across Trove Venturelands. Find one and deliver some delicious food to them. So delicious food is probably something like we have. It's either going to be the broccoli, or it's going to be the burgers, right? So probably because since we have the burgers, they probably want some burgers because that's, you know, the cloud layers, right? And again, with the step 7 here is that with the banner equipped, you should be accepting and completing on the assistant, right? Because we have that one. You have to have this one probably equipped to also find the other guys as well. So we have to go out there and we have to find some of these. So I'm gonna go there and I am going to find them. So in this step, I'll also show you guys me finding them. Also, we have this effect here, as you can see here, by noting to, okay, so in 20 hours, okay, so this is the buff we have while we are loyal to the top layer instead of the bottom layer as well. So I'll show you guys that. All right, that was pretty quick. I did find one of these guys here that's on vacation. I didn't get a marker on anything, but I just went to, as you can see here, I just went to the tier 13 world, and just because I thought that was going to be less people here. And I just went to a biome, you know, you can see there's a bunch of Sundered uplands right there. And I could have gone to that one, but actually I found this guy. Again, there was no marker, so I didn't actually know if this guy was something I needed, but he seemed out of place. So that's why I picked him up. So I just went to this biome here, but I'm pretty sure you can go to any biome that you are going to get it as well. So what we are going to offer this guy, as you can see, we need one of those burgers. Oh, we also want some waffles and something like that. All right, but first we just need to deliver the food to this guy as well. So we're gonna go ahead and deliver the food here. And I also leveled up, which is pretty nice. And we also got something. So now this guy, I don't know if, oh, we can actually also, oh, okay, so now we can't, oh, then he's gonna disappear. Okay, so you can only get one of them, but you can find more guys probably. You just go to a biome. I would just go to a different biome than normal. You can see there's also some of the evil guys that we are not a part of. So basically you can go around and get more of these. So now we can actually also, oh, we got some ice cream. Where did I get some ice cream from? Okay, I think he gave me some ice cream as well. So let's just give him another juicy burger. That is going to give us more ballots, and we can now also get some of that. So you can see it's pretty much all over the place to get this one here. So I'm just going to give away more of my juicy burgers and get some more ballots up. So yeah, that's what you do. You just run to a biome. I would suggest, again, going to a different biome than the Sundered Uplands. They're probably also in there, but it's just much easier, I think, to see them here in this biome here, because they are sticking out. As you can see, they look very different than the monsters that are usually in here as well. But yeah, that was step number 7. Now we can head into step number 8. All right, the servers are now back up and we are getting back to the event. We are on step number 8. And for step number 8, we have to talk to the Fungi, I think, RECIPETAKER, Fungi. But yeah, we are back, and I think all we have to do is, as you can see right here, we are in the, again, the Sunderland Uplands, and we are on the top floor right here because, you know, that's what we chose in the previous ones. And yeah, just run around until you find, well, you can't really see it. Maybe you can see it going up there. No. So basically, again, it looks like one of these, just with the arrow being blue, pointing upwards. That's where you are going to find it. I can show you guys probably after we do this. But all you have to do is go ahead and talk to this guy here. So he's selling a few different things, but we just wanted to talk to him there. So you should be able to, oh, I still can't see it. Okay, that's fine. So, but yeah, that's how you're gonna do it. You're just gonna talk to this guy and you're gonna complete step number 8. So again, going to out here because it has the most Sundered Uplands, and then finding an outpost which is gonna look like that. Again, just like this down here, but with an arrow pointing upwards instead, and just find this guy. So pretty simple, pretty easy to definitely find. So that was step number 8. Now we head into step number 9. All right, so for step number 9, all we have to do is go back to the hub, and as you can see, we are right here. We're gonna go into the event area. As you can see, there's a big exclamation mark right here because we do have to vote now, and we're gonna vote for, you know, the people, right? The better people, right? So all you have to do, as you can see right here, just go in and just use the ballot basically, or yeah, the ballot box here, and just open it up, and that's going to complete your step number 9. So really not very much to say about this step other than going to the hub, get yourself up there and use the box, and that's going to complete your step number 9, and we can head into step number 10. All right, so for step number 10, the previous steps has been pretty easy, pretty simple to go forward. This one is going to be sort of a grind. It can be sort of easy, but you can also just kind of grind it out. And I'll explain what I mean by that. So first of all, we have to vote 50 times to going in this one. So we can see here, I go in, I vote 1 time right here. You can see it goes up by 1. And it's going to require you 2 different things. And how you're going to obtain these 2 different things? Well, you are going to need the souls, and you are going to need the ballots as well. So how are you going to obtain these? Well, the first thing is the souls. How are you going to obtain them? Well, you can get them on the marketplace, but as you can see, they're pretty pricey. For just 50, what you need right now is that you are going to need 1.3 million flux to do so, if you want to take the easy way out of it. But don't worry, there's also a way you can do it basically for free, which is just going to require time. And I know time is money, so I guess it's not really free, right? But the point is that you can, of course, grind this out, because these souls come from somewhere. So let me tell you where you are going to get them. So you are going to get them, as you can read right here, if I can hover right over it, if it wants to. Yeah, you get them from composting, trophies, from creatures from the Sundered Uplands.
1 eternity later.
All right, I found some trophies. All right, that took longer than I should have had. But anyways, so let's buy a random trophy right here. So I bought a random trophy here. So when you go to the composter, if you don't know this already, you go to the composter if you do gardening, but you can also use the composter right over here in the hub. You can go here to the composter. So you can see here, when I do this, I get some, I was about to say some dust, but you get some organic materials for gardening, and then you also get a soul. If I go into my souls right here, and I go to, I think it's under here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so you can see here, I do have a bunch of souls. I bought actually the souls that I needed for this step here while I was kind of figuring out what it was. You can also see there's 1 ashen soul. That's probably when you're gonna go downstairs. Of course, you don't need this when you switch over tomorrow. It's only gonna be a one-time thing for this one. But you can see, I get one of these souls here or something, the other souls and stuff like that. So these different trophies are going to give you different souls. So it might be easier for you to find some of the souls here. They might be, you know, simpler because people don't really make that connection. So it might be cheaper like that way. But how you going to get these trophies? And this is where the time grind basically comes in, because what you have to do is you have to go to the Sundered Uplands and do dungeons there. Any enemies you kill, not the ones, I'm pretty sure you don't get them from the skull dungeons. It has to be like, I wouldn't say real monsters, but they have to be like monsters already there and you don't really spawn them in. I'm not 100% sure of that because I've never really tracked trophies, but I would just defeat any monsters that in there, any dungeons, clear everything out, and then randomly, and this is very randomly, not very rare, trophies are not rare, and these are not rare trophies in any sense, but then rarely you get a trophy. You probably have them had your inventory. As you can see right here, I have one right here, and you can see again, if I search on the marketplace, people buy these, and there's a bunch of also shoe ones if you want to get some of those, but those are not really working for that one as well. But the point is that these are going to give you different souls, but the ones from the uplands or the downstairs place, the bottom layer, is going to be the ones that are going to give you these trophies. And then when you compost them, as you saw me doing before here, you are going to get the souls. So basically you need to get 50 souls from either, again, the top layer or the bottom layer, and then you are going to get these souls here. So that's how you are going to obtain it. And again, why it's going to be time restricting or time consuming is that it's random when you are going to. They don't drop every single time. So it's not going to be, oh, just defeat 50 enemies or 50 dungeons, then you will have them. So it's going to be random when you are going to get them. And I'm pretty sure in the 14 days that we have this event going on, we just farm, you know, this area pretty much every day and stuff. At some point you are going to hit that. If they're not super, super rare, but it is again random when you are going to get them. I can't tell you, you have to do, you know, just 2 days of this and you are going to get it. But you can get them as well. Another thing you can do as well is that when you're doing delves, usually you get a lot of these mysterious trophy cases, and usually you don't really need them, and they're actually really expensive right now. I don't know why they're so expensive. Usually they were not before, but maybe it's just because not a lot of people are, you know, putting them on the marketplace anymore, so that's why the price is going up. But you can also get trophies from that area as well, from this one here as well. It's gonna give you a random one, a trophy, so you're not guaranteed like just buying 50 of these, then you're guaranteed to get them. No, you do have to like maybe buy all of these 1,000, and then maybe you have a chance at it. It's all random when you are getting them. So I wouldn't suggest you doing this. I would much rather have you just buy the souls as you did before. If you want to actually spend flux on buying these, but they're probably going to go up in price, these souls, because again, they're going to of course peak at some point in during the event, and then they're going to fall down again when people are going to get these done. But again, you can of course also farm it out yourself, and then you can farm for yourself, or yeah, you farm for yourself, then you can also keep farming in this area and get more souls and put them on the marketplace. So this is a pretty good farming method for this event, like buying, you know, or not buying, sorry, farming out souls and then selling them to other people, because they're going to be in pretty high demand right now as the event is going on. But again, it's going to peak at some point, probably in 2, 3, 4 days, and then it's going to slowly go down in price again, because it's going to overflow the system as well for new trophies and stuff. But they're going to be pretty high now on the prices, and then they're going to drop again when people have done this step here. So that was the trophies. That's maybe the biggest part, but there is a little bit of a grind to this one as well. It's not going to be huge, but as we did before when we were running around getting those different guys that was on vacation, and there was also, I don't know what the downstairs people are doing, but there was these guys that were on vacation. I think it was in step number 7, I think it was, yeah, or 6 or 7 or something like that. But those, you ran out and you know, you interacted with them, you gave them some juicy burgers, or you gave them some ice cream and waffles, and then they basically gave you one of these ballots. So basically you have to get 50 of these juicy burgers, or some of these ice cream waffle thingies. I'm not sure where I actually got these from, but at least I got this from, you know, from step number, I think it was 2 or 1 or something like that. You just have to get some more of these. And it can also be a little bit of a grind, because we did need a bunch of them, of this ashen thing. Let me see. This stuff here, you need a bunch of these here, and they could be pretty pricey if you are going to get a bunch of them. I'm actually going to pick up these 500 here, because I think that's 2. I think I'm just going to pick up all of these actually, so I can actually get some of these right here. But you can again farm these ashen thingies. I think there's also, as far as I remember, I think there is a tome for it as well. Yeah, there is a tome that gives you 13. So there is a tome that can be given right here. And that's of course also made in the Sundered Uplands, if you want to get this one as well. But it's 13 and it is repeatable. So I guess you can keep doing it. But again, I think you will get a lot more just by running out there again. When I did like just get 1, I got 3 of them. So I guess I just have to get 4 or 5, then I basically have that 13. So not really necessary to get the tome, but I wanted to mention that as well. And then you, of course, you go out there, you give them some juicy burgers or some ice cream and waffles, and then you're gonna get 50 of these. And when you have 50 of these and 50 of these, you can go ahead, of course, and vote for the 50 times and get done step number 10. So yeah, that was kind of a long step, but it was kind of explaining how you're going to get the soul in different ways. Again, just get it. You can get it from the marketplace, or you can farm it out, as I talked about before. And again, the same thing with the ballots. You are just going to get, you know, your juicy burgers, and again, just get the juicy burgers, and then you're just going to go out there and give them some food to some of the people on vacation, and then When you're done 50 of each, then you can go ahead here and vote 50 times, and you're going to be done with step number 10. And yeah, that's also what it's going to be for this step, and we can go to step number 11. All right, guys, so for step number 11, we are only going to go down. Well, if you were down here, you just got to go up to Qubesly. That is step number 11, just to go and talk to Qubesly himself. Also, there's actually a new thing right here. Okay, that is pretty interesting. You can also donate some of these if you get more of these. I don't want to waste a bunch of this just because of that. It was, you know, pretty expensive. So I wouldn't recommend, you know, donating any of this, except if you are really, really crazy, I would say. But I'm pretty sure it's going to reset tomorrow, so it's going to be 50 again. But I think it's going to like go up exponentially. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that was step number 11. We're not completely done with the video because I want to try something new, and maybe you guys gonna enjoy it. So that's coming up right here. All right, so we got the last segment here, and the last segment is basically me going over the different event allies, mounts, whatever is included, so you guys know what they give of mastery, and sort of also a little bit about if I feel like they're worth it or not. So in here, I have favored the different mounts and allies that are here. So if we go into mounts, these are going to be the one from the upper layer, and this is going to be the one from the bottom layer. And as you can see here, there's actually a difference in mastery gain, but I'm pretty sure they are going to be the same sort of cost to the craft. We'll look at the craft as well, what it's going to be, but definitely a rule of thumb is that if it's 100 mastery mount, then it's definitely worth it getting it. If it's 50, it's kind of on the middle, and if it's lower than 50, I don't think it can be lower than 50, but if it is, it's definitely not worth it in any case, unless they're giving us it for free and it's just like, hey, log in and you get a mount that gives you 20 mastery. Sure, then of course it is very much worth it, but the point is 50 is the bare minimum that a mount can definitely be of being worth it. Again, they can be maybe lower, but yeah, you definitely, as you can see here, these beasts basically are a lot better. As you can see up here, these are way better mount if they, for example, are gone to 250, which is absolutely amazing, right? But 100 is very worth it doing, and as you can see, this is the 100 one. The mount from, of course, Qubesly as well, and this one is for sure worth it. I will show you the cost right in a minute, but this is definitely worth it also because it's 100 as well. If we go to the allies, you can see they are 20, which is the bare minimum of them being worth it. They can be down to 10. As you can see here, there's one for 10, but again, if you can get it super easy, then of course it's worth it. It's still 10 points, right? But 20 is the bare minimum, I feel like, is any mount, because they can go all the way to 50. 50 master points is definitely a very good ally here. So yeah, 20 is just the bare minimum you want to get. So let's look at the cost of these things, and you can decide for yourself if you feel like you want to do them or not. So we got the ally here. It's going to cost you some of these things here. They're pretty simple to get. You can get it from the geocaves. You can get this just from the upper layer, and the souls we have talked about before. And then you need 50 of these, of course, for the upvote as well. We talked about that during the quest line, and this is the cost of the other one as well. Again, one soul is not that hard. The power souls cells is also pretty simple to get. Again, we got some flux, you got some ore again that I got before, but now you need 200 of the upvotes as well. So this one is, in my opinion, kind of worth it doing, especially if you skip the ally, but I don't think the ally is super worth it. Again, if you have done either of them, like, you should get at least the ally because you do have the upvotes from the quest line. You should definitely get the ally in if you want to. But if you really want to grind it out, and I really suggest you do, then you definitely should go for the mount, especially if you want to continue doing the event and all that stuff. But if you pick the downstairs, basically this one down here, I can't show you, of course, the cost of it because I'm not in there as well. But I'm pretty sure the cost is going to be exactly the same, except for being, you know, different materials that correlates with, of course, this sort of the layer down here, right? As you can see, the one up here is going to be, of course, things you find in that layer as well, of the upper layer, right? So it's just basically, I'm pretty sure it's going to be exactly the same thing, just basically opposite of that. But being only 50 mastery points is definitely not worth it. It's only worth it if they change it to be 100. And I don't know why this one is 100 and the other one is only 50. So as long as it's only 50, you should definitely not grind it out. That is not my suggestion to do, but amount you should definitely get no matter what is going to be the one from Qubesly. It is going to cost you some ore, some other ore, and basically the base ores, if you can say it like that. And these are super simple to get. You can get off the marketplace if you want to, or just go out of farm on a Tuesday. It is Tuesday 2 days, so you can get some more ores. And you can also get in the Trove boxes. If I go right over here, you know, sometimes when you mine, you get these miner troves, and these can contain, if I open a few of them, as you can see here, if I open, you can see you got some base ores, and you can also get the other ones as well. It could be cool if I just got some of the other ones as well. Let's see if I could find them. That would be super amazing. Okay, they're a little bit rare, I guess. There we go. There's some Eber Select ore. So of course this is not a super viable way to get your ores, but there is something to get it. So it's definitely 100% worth getting this one. It'd be silly not to, no matter if you're getting some from that guy or something from that guy. So that was sort of the segment here in the end. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know again in the comments if this is something you wanted me to do to kind of end off the video, talking about if it's worth getting stuff, or like should you spend your time doing this, trying to get this mastery if you're just sort of a casual player. Of course, if you're going for max mastery, you should get all of it. Like there's no like doubt about it. And hopefully they'll change the other mount to be in 100 mastery. Maybe it's just a little bit of a miss there, because it doesn't make sense that one is 100 and the other one is only 50 when it's basically, you know, maybe it's just the upper layer is just better. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care. See you around. Have a good time. All that stuff. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.